we're here outside the square in Tala, letting people know about the Equality in Education protest that's taking place in 2 weeks' time, the 7th of June, 2 o'clock at the Garden of Remembrance. And this is a protest to demand the very, very simple, very reasonable, the very, very basic that we should have for every child in this country, which is that every child is entitled to an appropriate school place. No children are left behind, no children are left without school places come September, as happened to hundreds last year. No children are pressurised to go into inappropriate school places, as happened to thousands last year. No children are left without sufficient support. No children are left getting homeschooled, and that every single child is offered an appropriate school place in their community. That children aren't shunted out of their community, transported halfway across the country and back every single day, but that children get appropriate school places in their area. That is actually what's promised by the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability, which the Irish government and the state has signed up to, and it is, the absolute least that should be expected. But unfortunately, the Irish government, prioritises the rich. Over 100 million euros a year is given to private schools, when we can't guarantee that every child is going to get an appropriate school place this September. So there's a really great group of parents and campaigners who've come together in Equality in Education, had public meetings all around the place. We've had a couple of public meetings here, and then there's public meetings happening across the country. There was sleep out outside the Dáil, there was a sleep out outside the Department of Education, and the key demand is very, very clear, that everyone gets an appropriate school place. And the pressure is telling, in the sense that the government is feeling under pressure. They're met with the campaigners on a number of occasions. They're kind of saying to some degree the right things, but they need to do action. They need to actually provide the school places. And the government is not giving that guarantee that no child is going to be left without an appropriate school place in their local community come September. So we need everybody to be on the streets in 2 weeks' time. We can't just leave it up to the parents of the children in question. It's not just up to them. They've got enough on their plate. They'll be there. They've been leading the way. But actually, it's up to the rest of us, everybody, to say it's not appropriate, it's not acceptable to have a society that is enormously rich, and yet we don't have appropriate school places for every single child. So make sure you're there. Spread the word online. Equality in Education, 2 p.m, 2 weeks' time, 7th of June at the Garden of Remembrance.